Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog type of video, update video if you will. Here to just talk about different things, give a couple shout outs. I do have an agenda here on my other screen that I will be using throughout the video, just to again talk a little bit about a number of subjects. And today's video or vlog is brought to you by the Mocha Sombrero. Man, this beer is really good. This was given to me as a gift, and it's a Mexican style chocolate stout with coffee and vanilla. Pretty good, and it has some. If you guys have played Guacamole vibes in there, looks like the luchador that you use in Guacamole, but it's by Clown Shoes, which is a brewery in Massachusetts, I think. So never had this beer before, never had anything out of that brewery, but pretty tasty and pretty good. So cheers, guys. So the first thing I wanted to do in this video is to give a quick shout out to the button mappers. I'm going to leave a link below, but I was invited as a guest in their podcast. The button mappers are Teddy from Majority, Alex from Turbozone, and Spencer from the Itch Network. I had a ton of fun doing that episode, so make sure you guys check that out and make sure you subscribe to them, both to the button mappers channel, which is their podcast specific channel. They have a lot of content, not only like regular episodes, but they have different types of videos like game talks. They do community engagement, asking the community for video responses, map outs, which are in-depth videos for specific games. So it's just not like a regular podcast channel. They have a bunch of different topics, so make sure you check both the button mappers channel and their respective channels as well. They're all great, so thank you guys. I think we made a pretty good episode, and it was a lot of fun recording that, so I'm gonna leave links in the description for that. Also, talking about the I know a lot of crazy things have been happening, with the pandemic during during this past few months, and thankfully I was able to work from home. As some of you guys know, I have a pretty hefty commute to and from work. It's roughly an hour to work and then another hour back, obviously. So that's like 2 hours of my day commuting that I was able to take advantage of being able to work from home. So I was able to obviously play a little bit more games than usual, and I was able to beat a couple of games, hence why I do have a kind of like a backlog of impressions videos that I want to get out there. But unfortunately now it's back to normal. I'm back to work, and it's been hindering a little bit, not only on my playing time, but also on my I guess engagement time. When I was working from home, I was catching up a lot with YouTube content from you guys. Whether it was podcasts from different channels to videos. I was just basically had my my non-work laptop next to me, and I was just catching up with a lot of channels. And unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. Not that I cannot listen to videos while I'm at work, but it's different. You have people coming in and out of the office, so it's a little bit more back to normal situation, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if I had to rescue a positive out of all the negativity that's going around these days, was that I was able to complete a lot of games that I will be discussing shortly in my impressions videos. And I was able to catch up with a lot of content from different channels out there. So that was kind of like the positive of my thing. And I already surpassed the amount of games that I beat. I think last year I beat like 21 games. This year, and it's only June, right? I already beat 24 games, so I'm doing great as far as completing a lot of games, and that's something that I'm really enjoying so far in this year. Now for upcoming content, one video that I really want to do is my top games of 2019, which I know I'm already like 6 months late, but I do want to make that a little bit of a habit. And what I mean by that is that the bulk of the 2020 releases that I really want to play, I'll probably end up buying towards the end of the year, whether it's Black Friday sales, holiday sales, or whatever. So obviously, I'm not gonna have the time to beat those games in time for the end of the year. So I'm perfectly comfortable doing this, waiting until the mid year, if you will, to do a proper my top games of the previous year. So I think that'll the same will happen for 2020. I'll probably buy the bulk of the games that I want to play during Black Friday and play them next year. So my channel, my rules, I guess, being a little bit late, but it's just a way of doing things, not rushing myself, and obviously not going out there and spending a ton of money on purchasing some releases day one. Some of the games that I really want to support, I do get them on day one, or if I really want to get like a collector's edition or something. And with that being said, I do have I'll probably record another pickups video, because I've only done one so far this year, but I do have enough material to make a new one. And there are some new releases that I picked up that I will share with you guys, but that's another I guess future content. I'll probably record that next week, which means I will post it either next week or maybe the week after. So be on the lookout for another pickups videos coming up soon, and a lot of impressions videos, because like I said, I've been completing a lot of games during this pandemic I guess situation. So with that being said, guys, I've been also picking up a lot of digital games, and I'm going through a Steam / PC / a Stadia phase right now. I was playing a couple of PlayStation 4 games that I really want to complete, because some of them are 2019 releases, and I want to make sure I complete them to see if they make it on my top games of 2019 list. So we'll see. I set myself a deadline of end of June to make that video of my top games of 2019. So I have 3 games that I really want to complete. Maybe I won't be able to complete all of them, but I do have enough games. I'm thinking of doing a top 15. I already beat more than 15 2019 games actually, so I could make a longer list, but I want to, instead of making a top 10, I want to make it up, being this late, and the fact that I allowed myself to play more 2019 releases. I really want to push the I guess the list a little bit farther and share more games than usual. And it's not my first time. I think I remember one year I think I did a top 20 games, and I forgot what year it was. I think it was like top 20 games of 2013 or something. It was a long time ago, basically like 6 or 7 years ago, that I made a very, very long top of games. So excited to be recording that and sharing with you guys. But for now, I think that'll be it. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch up with you guys later. Cheers.